What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another vlog. Oh, as in, I wouldn't really call this one a Berlin vlog, but it's still going to be called the Berlin vlog. Because today we're in Wittenberg, and if that sounds familiar, well, if you've ever done history in school, it's because Martin Luther, done his shit here. I think Protestantism was found here, and what else? He stuck his 95 theses to a church here about why the Catholic Church should reform. And as you can see, I'm rocking the new Chelsea jersey in anticipation for our first away game of the season tomorrow against Watford. As you could probably tell from my first assumption of this place, I don't know a lot about Martin Luther or Wittenberg in general, but I do think the team here is called Lokomotive Berlin. Lokomotive Wittenberg, and they do have I think they have a fan alliance with Union, because we found loads of Union Ultra stickers hanging around, and I think there's just too many for to be not a fan alliance between the two clubs. And I think there's also a fan alliance with Essen as well. Well, after sitting down for a bit of lunch / breakfast about exploring Wittenberg again, now I think we're looking at statues of Martin Luther and some other dude. It's a nice square, I have to admit. Really warm as well, though. Boiling warm, actually. Absolutely boiling. And I don't know if you guys know, but my phone's like giant. Right, it's huge. It's bigger than my hand even, and my pockets are like so small. My phone has feckin' cracked. But again, first it was cracked in the top corner, and now it's cracked in the bottom corner. I think my pockets are just too bloody small for it, but there's no other good phones with a camera like this, so I'll just continue with it and pay the extortionate prices. They're going to extort me phone to fix it. Right now we're outside the Castle of Wittenberg, which I think was or Church of Wittenberg, where Martin Luther there's 95 theses to the door. I'll show you guys now. Has the writing at the top in German, and I don't speak a lot of German. A lot of people queuing up. Nice church, but screw it. It's not a nice church. I hate churches. I hate going into them. Always do them every year. As in, to be honest, they're just the same as every other church. Glass windows, altar, and yeah, I don't really like churches. Right now we're heading to Luther's house, somewhere in the middle of Wittenberg. And Mum and Dad have already gone down there, and me and Dad are off to find them. I don't think we'll go in because I think we want to go in. I certainly don't want to go in because I couldn't care less, but much about him. But yeah, heading along, and not much to tell really. Just old buildings, couple of shops. There was an Irish pub though, but isn't there one of them everywhere, of course? We're now currently in the shopping centre, and no, we're not here because it was raining. It was really hot, and I had to, pour a bit of water over my hand. Also, I got a new phone cover, so my phone won't break. Hooray! Now all I need is my phone to, get my phone screen fixed, and then we'll be in business. I'd like to actually do, guys, what do you think of the quality of the video? Like, what's the camera like? Because I think it's pretty good for a phone. And if you don't, comment down below and tell me what type of camera you'd like to see, or is there a way I could edit that would be better for you guys and your viewing pleasure. Now we're heading back to the car and heading into Potsdam. I think it's about half an hour, 40 minutes from here in the opposite direction, so we don't head on. As in, what happened with Germany is you see a lot of football stickers. I know the bits, the football stickers that fans get me. There's loads of them like Union. You see Union around Hertha, Hamburg, Borussia Mönchengladbach. I've seen the team from here in Wittenberg, which is Lokomotive Wittenberg. So yeah, they're a big fan of their fan stickers in Germany, a lot more than so in England. You still see a couple of them in England, but not as much as you see them here, just stuck around randomly here, there, and everywhere. Well, we've just arrived in Potsdam from Wittenberg, and it looks a lot more lively It looks like there's people around that you want to talk to, instead of a couple of old people that are just there to see the church. I think you can hear that. I think you can hear all the cars and the fire ambulances in the background. I don't even know they had cars in Wittenberg. As in they were there, but were they used for anything? I don't know. But here, they are. They're actually driving them, and you can hear an ambulance in the background. So, this is a lot more lively, a lot nicer than Wittenberg, I have to admit. It's a lovely square in Potsdam with a giant building. Probably another church of some sort. A monument straight ahead that kind of looks like the one in Skerries, I have to admit. And then there's a couple of other buildings around us as well. Nice. Very nice indeed. Except this monument reminds me of Skerries too much. But this building's nice. Has some German written on it. It does look like a church from what I've seen in Berlin. Remember the square we were in Berlin, where the French and Germans had their churches? Kind of reminds me of that. Now this is a pretty neat spot. And if I flip the camera around, there's a bar behind me. Over there, I'm guessing is a park. Oh, you can dip your feet in it up there. I want to do that. Oh man, it's so cold. Let's see. There's how far we are down. Jesus. I'm scared I'll drop my phone. I'm going to stop recording now. But, actually no, I'll let you enjoy this video for another 5 seconds. Stop off for a drink, and over there is where we were, in the distance over there where the harbour was, and then the Vine Trail across from us is something like the Brandenburg Gate over there. I'll show you after. And there's also a tram nearby, and I don't know what this place is called. We are near the Film Museum, I think. It's we're actually right outside the Film Museum, as our history expert has informed us. Yeah, not a lot. It's a nicer town than Wittenberg, more people, but kind of the same. I don't know, nothing to do. That's basically how I put it. Just a lot of walking to endless nothing, if I'm honest. Back in the car now. After the bar and the drinks, I had a Sprite, which I haven't had on this holiday. Wasn't the best Sprite, but it was nice enough, no ice in it. That was a bit of a disgrace, I thought. There should always be ice in a drink. Right now we're heading back to the apartment, it's about an hour away. That's it for today, guys. Back home in the apartment. Started to edit the videos already from today and yesterday. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like the video, share it around on your social medias, and remember, subscribe.